I used to make Puerto Rican food for my children, I used to use that as an excuse to speak Spanish to them. So I would go over the ingredients and then anécdotas. This is the way my grandma used to make it, and then the way my mom would make it. And it was a good way for them to really get to appreciate the dish because of the background of it. You brought sopa.
Sopa de caracol. So this is very traditional and perfect for Comida y Consejos because as I think about our culture and just what we pass along to our kids, I even told my daughter today, I said, what is something that passes on your cultura and what memories that you have? And when we talk about sopita, they got so excited because who makes the sopita?
Our grandma.
My grandma makes it so much better than mommy, for sure. I look back and I think that I was, living in Mexico too. It was always at grandma's house or at our tia's house where they were always like, can I make you some sopita? It was kind of like the beginning of the meal. ¿Y cómo se lo comen? ¿Qué les gusta poner adentro de la sopa?
Queso.
Yeah. They like queso fresco on there too, which they love. So I thought this is perfect. Out of all the dishes that I thought we could bring, anything that resonated with my kids, I thought the sopita would be it. So
there's so many ways to teach culture, and really it should be because the United States is still very English only mentality that really comes from, I think, the history of racism and different cultural groups having different histories that prohibited them from speaking their native languages. And so that's why culture has to come first. If you connect the culture with the language, that's what's going to make the children invest in their own bilingualism, and then they will continue. And you do that as a parent. That's what you're doing with your kids. That's what you help us teachers do with your books.
People in my generation when they came here, they weren't allowed to speak Spanish, and how they regret it. I think now your generation really sees the value, and I want my kids to learn it, and I love that. I love that we have this now group of young Latino families that really want their kids to be completely bilingual and to honor them, because that's how we honor culture too.
Yeah.
And I remember speaking to this group of younger moms and saying, the kids feel when you are stressed.
Yeah.
So don't be stressed over speaking the language. Just, do it automatically and do it like, it's like brushing your teeth. You have to brush your teeth 3 times a day. So let's just treat language like that.
Yeah.
And, it becomes part of their lives, of their everyday lives, and they don't see it as different, and they also don't see themselves as different, because we make it so normal.
Yes.
And that's the way it should be. ¿Cómo te gusta el programa de escuela donde estás, de Dual Language? ¿Te gusta?
Me gusta, sí.
¿Y a ti qué es lo que más te gusta?
Los estudios sociales y las matemáticas.
¿Y te las dan en español?
Sí.
Oh,
Sí.
wow. ¿Y desde cuándo estás en el programa de Dual Language?
Desde preschool,
Desde preschool. ¿Y ahora qué tienes que edad?
12 y está en el 7º grado.
Wow. Así es que eres completamente bilingüe, escribiendo, hablando, todo eso. Leyendo. Wow. Eso es, no sabes la ventaja que vas a tener.
Sí.
Cuando estés buscando trabajo,
Ajá.
te van a pagar mucho más.
I brought the chile con carne, and I was talking to my family. I have 9 brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow.
And so
wow.
I was telling them I was doing this, and I was saying, well, what am I going to take? And everybody at the same time, chile con carne, because that is something that we all grew up with. It's something, it was like a Saturday morning, my mom would make it for us. And up until today, my brother who lives in Barstow, I'm coming over, Mom, can you make the chile con carne? Yes.
And it's funny because it's tied into our memories. It's not
Correct.
just the food. It's not just about getting full, but it's about the feelings and the emotions that bring back our childhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and of course that goes perfect with homemade tortillas.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
We should have started there.
I know.
My husband's half Mexican, half Arab. So when I told him, do you want to taste tinga? He was like, what did you just call me? It was like, but I had to tell him, it has chipotle, it's like shredded chicken, delicious con tostadas, and now he makes it better than I do.
Oh.
So the grandma takes over the sopa, my husband takes over the tinga, I just watch over the kids.
Well, and I brought Puerto Rican beans that are a staple in every Puerto Rican kitchen. I think we eat beans almost every day, whether it's pinto beans or garbanzo beans or pigeon peas, que son gandules, ¿se acuerda? El arroz con gandules. So anyway, I hope you like the Puerto Rican style pinto beans.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Pero vamos a comer un poquito de la sopa, ¿verdad? Ya, hay que probarla.
Had to sneak in some veggies in there, but the kids heard me, so wherever possible. Typically, it doesn't have the carrots in there, but I figure.
Bobby, this is good. Very good.
¿Y esa es una receta que se pasa de familia a familia?
No, I just kind of like, you know, there's a traditional like sopa de fideo type of style. So I just alternate between sopa de fideo and the sopa de caracol. Yeah.
Hay muchas cosas de las diferentes culturas que son iguales, o, you know, parecidas y como que todos nos unimos en alguna manera con la comida.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah,
It looks like we have a lot to choose from. Why did you put the tinga so far away?
I like the fact that we're talking about food because during my classroom, I'm a fifth and sixth grade teacher, dual language teacher. When we have our Christmas parties or any party we have, you know, the kids are like, oh, let's have pizza, and they're like, no, let's order some tamales. Let my mom make arroz con frijoles. So it's always traditional potluck, and it's amazing to see that. And as a teacher, you have not only the Hispanic culture, you have a variety of cultures.
Absolutely.
So they are trying these foods, and now they love it. They say, okay, can you bring your arroz con frijoles or your tamales because I like it.
I remember when I used to make Puerto Rican food for my children, I used to use that as an excuse to speak Spanish to them. So I would go over the ingredients and then anécdotas. This is the way my grandma used to make it, and then the way my mom would make it. And it was a good way for them to really get to appreciate the dish because of the background of it. I love that dual language organization put us all here together, and all this great food. That they're doing this program called Comida y Consejos.